Hello everybody, welcome back to Ratchet and Clank 2. I have two people with me today and I will let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Laylight.
Hi, I'm Speedball.
They're both manning the help desk for me. So last time we finished off the Megacorp outlet and time to go to the Maktar resort.
Space.
Mm-hmm.
Bottomless pits.
This is this is the first world that there's no way I'm going to complete on the first pass.
Yes, may I help you?
The Maktar Nebula.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Interlude.
Yeah.
Star Fox. Or Star Lomax.
Apparently they're like people like the gun shooting sections from the first game, so why not?
Well, I guess we've got to get the player used to this kind of thing before we throw anything particularly hard at them. Otherwise, you'd have like a side quest like midway through the game where you'd be thrown into this kind of thing at higher difficulty and you wouldn't have had a chance to practice first.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it sure looks like the enemy laser damage is not that high, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Looks like the combination of the radars and the, like those two gauges on the left side and the right side seem to be helping you out with where's the enemy.
Yeah. They basically form like the hex octagon on the right there. This middle circle is dead ahead. The inner ring is, perpendicular to me, and the outer ring is like behind me, which is a nice way to handle it. And I collected my first raritanium by, blowing up random asteroids.
Alright, there's just one of these asteroids on the map has it, and you'll just find it by blasting enough stuff.
No, actually, it's a drop.
Oh.
Yeah, raritanium went from, this unique item we got in the last game to, oh, that's a lot of enemies. Unique item to, you're getting it in mass.
I guess it was rare in one galaxy, but not in another.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, if you look at it, in this game, our default currency we get from, just destroying enemies are actually gold bolts. Not like the steel bolts we got in the previous game. Okay, that's taking a bit of a hit on my rear Come on, you son of a...
So, do you have any evasive maneuvers besides just steering the ship around?
I can go accelerate, and I have, do a barrel roll, Fox.
It's an aileron roll.
Aileron? Oh, wrong one.
Well,
And an immelman is a loop-de-loop.
they're mostly they're mostly dead. There's like a quarter of them left, and you have a quarter of your HP. If you're on pace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, some enemies will drop shield upgrades as well, so... And the enemy AI will oftentimes just jump ahead of you, just, throw themselves into your sights.
Yeah, to give you a free shot.
Come on.
This last one's a little bit more clever than most, it would seem, though.
Yeah.
Enemy fighters defeated.
Oh my god, that was so close! I had a sliver of health left.
Just efficiently using your hull, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah, says the guy who, beats FTL with one hand tied behind his back and one eye closed.
Hull is a resource. Yeah, see, you saved all those missiles. What if you need them later?
So after we get the raritanium, we need the Activision Tonium. We need, 808.
It's going to be a while before
okay.
you can afford another materia slot, though.
Yeah.
So space is the hole that we are in. Don't fall off, however that works.
Mm-hmm. Now, Speedball's not going to have to look up my skill points or gold bolts for this world because I already know where the gold bolt is. And I'm not about to... So, here, let me just show you something. I'm going to play the friggin' slots.
Yep, that's how you play slot machines, by whacking them with a wrench right in the monitor.
Look, you play it your way, he'll play it his way.
Oh, you've got some ammo to refill, too, right.
Come on. Die. Get...
So there's the basic thugs that we were introduced to in the last episode. They can take a bit of a beating, but not too much if you can get some sustained gunfire on them.
Well, I'm also using the unupgraded Lancer at this point, which is not a strong weapon, and... Ooh, oh, come on!
Nice.
There, yeah. There's actually a reward for getting the jackpot. Like, one of the skill points is basically grinding these guys until you hit the jackpot.
That doesn't sound like much fun. I'd much rather hack into those things, because you have physical access to them, of course.
Well, it's Ratchet. Hacking into something can either mean using electronics to take it over or just hitting it with his wrench. It's really one or the other.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah, it's obviously pretty hard to tell from a distance, but definitely when you're up close, it makes it a lot more obvious that those guys are bigger than Ratchet. Ooh, nice save there.
Yeah.
Most things often are.
Hey, if the bigger they are, the bigger a target they are.
Exactly.
This gap always... Like, I'm always worried I'm going to slip between the gap there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mind the gap.
I kind of wish there was an invisible ramp there to keep you from falling.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very safe that it's, like, not directly connected there, but, you know, it's gotta look all hovery so that it's all future-y, right?
Mm-hmm. Grappling so slow.
Yeah, shimmying and ladders are basically for losers. If you can skip any segment of, like, net hanging or ladder climbing, you definitely have my blessing to just do it.
Yeah.
Because all of your cool movement tech is when you're walking, like when you're in a stable state like this, the main majority of the gameplay, where it's, you know, shimmying in games just feels bad because you're just locked in, you're on rails, you can't do any tricks, really.
Now, I just want to point out that the gunship above is a... Oh, damn it.
Okay, you're not just going to be able to shimmy back and forth. You might have to actually jump every now and then.
Yeah. But this game is based on... Like, it does have, I should suppose, an economy of action where it does expect you to die and replay sections.
Yeah. Yeah, you keep your money when you die, so it'll build up. And your experience.
And you keep... Mm-hmm. Like, that's the important part, is you keep the combat experience, the weapon experience. So.
Well, now that you know what to expect, you can get to that section with more health, and, you know where the enemies are going to spawn, and, you know, your second try is almost always better than your first.
Oh, hey, it looks like I scored some money on that one. Yeah, it's... But what doesn't respawn are the general boxes of words. Oh, crap, sorry.
So does something change with, like, the way ammo crates spawn or some such?
No, the wooden crates that provide bolts, they don't respawn when you die and redo your game, or restart, or reach back to the checkpoint is the word I want to say.
Yeah. Mostly that won't matter, because they're usually kind of placed off to the side. But it kind of seems like breakable things like those spotlights, for example, seem to have a lot more tactical implications for how these gunfights play out.
All right.
Well, now you know when you get to that section with the ton of thugs, you know, you can either use your little pew-pew gun or you can bring out the big guns.
To pull yourself up,
Mm-hmm.
press X.
Come on, there
To
we
drop
go.
Down, press R1.
Someday we'll have a game where you're on a rail like this and you just have, like, jet boosters and you could go ludicrously fast sideways.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, you. Give me my gravity bomb.
Bombs. If you have a powerful enough gun, can you blow up that dropship?
Yes. As I was trying to say before I got killed last time, the dropship is an actual... is something you can actually shoot. But I don't... But my Lancer right now isn't something usable for that.
Oh yeah,
I knew I had-
that's what starts happening in like a 3D game when you start getting in trouble. Is then all of a sudden when you're trying to run away, unless you've got that camera control, the camera might pivot around and then they'll start shooting you in the back. So like usually when that happens, I just try and like run out of the area entirely, and sometimes the game will let you do that, and sometimes it won't. But it is a truism that, you know, it's much easier to control the camera when people aren't shooting at you. Nope, well, there he goes. Wow. I'm glad the game gives you the bolt reward for destroying that guy, even though he fell off into the endless abyss of space. That's some good magnetism right there.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think that Ratchet has the same degree of like the bolt magnet from the first game yet. Come on. Man, you know, if I was doing this in pre-recorded and not actually streaming, this would totally be something I'd have cut out, like, you know.
Automatically grab ledges if
Hey,
jump up
you
to
know,
them.
it's a
To
good
pull
opportunity to
yourself
show
up,
off how the
press
game
X.
is
To drop down,
starting
press
to
R1.
give a challenge. You know, the game, the player has got some opportunity to get used to the controls. Let's actually subject them to a hail of bullets. We gotta show off what the gameplay is like.
I mean, if you want to put it that way, like, you could make the argument that this game is a bullet hell game.
Yeah, you just gotta restream the bullets, and you know, that little side hop that you can do is actually really handy for them. That's what lets you just hop over the stream of bullets and then keep going to the right.
You know, the thing where you go left and right and shoot forward, there have been shoot-'em-ups like that. I think the arcade G.I. Joe game was that way.
Yeah, introducing that kind of like, not really 3D, but I guess 2.5D, where the 0.5 is jumping.
Yeah, like Nier or Nier Automata.
Nice try. I don't know to what extent the enemies actively try and shoot those explosive crates while you're near them, but I know that's definitely like, been a thing ever since Doom, the explosive barrels. Sometimes it's just good to just get rid of them ahead of time, just so you don't have problems with them later.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, so the wrench, the knockback's really doing you favors here compared to the slicer, which is good for stunning them but doesn't knock them back, so they're still there and they keep building up from the spawner. So yeah, running past enemies, also a perfectly legitimate gameplay idea there. Probably for the best that you did that.
Oh, hold on. Background.
Also, it looks like the dropship got bored and ran away, so that's cool too.
Yeah, it stopped spawning enemies. Come on. Come on.
How do you even get up there?
You gotta do a skid jump. Or a triple jump.
So in a game called Ratchet and Clank, who is not here?
our little friend who is good at helping us glide and double jump.
Yes. Which is
We
my
have to
big...
come back later when we get reunited, or...
Yes.
Weapons.
I'm basically going to skip half of this world at this point because... Oops. Because basically you'll need Clank to get to the gold bolt.
Man, if Clank had
To the
half the
platinum
level
bolt.
of guns that Ratchet has right now, he would never have gotten kidnapped.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, like, Secret Agent Clank was a weird game.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that floor security seems to be out on lunch. They don't seem to mind you just busting up this whole place.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean, I guess just Ratchet running around and cleaning out all these thugs must be just generating enough good PR that it makes up for all of this.
Get out of the way.
Yeah,
Come
those
on.
those
There
little
we-
tiny annoying chomper robots. I don't know how much inspiration they took from the little Mousers from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it seems like they have at least a little bit of similar DNA going on there.
Well, we did have... did we have similar enemies in the first game? But I would like to introduce everybody to the first introduction to one of the franchise staples, the arena.
Now you just walk into the side of it, and here you are.
And all of a sudden we get Thunderdomed without even realizing it.
He'll take home this brand new electrolyzer. If he can't make it past our gladiators, he'll receive a consolation prize. Let the games begin.
A free burial? Okay, that's a good consolation
Hey,
prize.
gravestones aren't cheap. But
Exactly.
those guys just like average gladiators. Like those are just the basic guys, the jobbers. Yeah. Those extendo blades are a nice trick, though.
Oh, hold on.
Gotta keep
I
a watch
see
on
some-
them.
Oh, hold on. I see something.
I don't care what galaxy you're from. That's gotta hurt.
Is there something outside the arena?
Nope. I was just... have just upgraded my first weapon from the Lancer to the Heavy Lancer.
Bigger
Free
bullets
refill.
means more damage.
And free refill on the gun, and an extra 50% ammo. So I've got 300 ammo for the Heavy Lancer, not 200.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Lots of benefits.
Yeah.
I like how they're introducing the environmental hazards here and introducing enemies that are either smart enough to run around them or just fly over them. So that's a good way of kind of making things at least a little bit more spicy.
You're now eligible for our championship series. Come back and fight
He
again
just
for big
dropped the
prize
prize in his hand.
Hey, I
If it
thought
works,
he was
it
a
works.
celebrity. They should know who he is.
Choose your battle.
So, after you complete the arena, you can turn around, you can, go back and play other things for extra bolts. As you go through them, you'll get fewer bolts each time, but it's a way to keep going. I'm going to skip these for now and come back later on, probably as their own dedicated video. Because the important part is that we have another minigame.
There's the hacking minigame.
So basically, I have to basically get the little balls of light into various spaces. Or as it goes, I can totally words.
It's intriguing that this one's kind of a timing thing where, like, at worst, it'll take a certain number of seconds compared to a lot of other hacking mini games where, you know, you kind of have to fiddle around with things for a while, and it might take you a while to actually get the thing done.
Or this will happen to you.
So when you're dialed in, it just all locks in perfectly and just get it all done in one shot.
Not looking good for Secret Agent Clank here. You just recharged him, you idiot.
Oh.
No, that was DC voltage, not AC.
Oh no!
Yeah, but this thing is a bit of a headache because you got to keep track of all the little lights. And if you screw up because you're a little too eager, that happens. So you and you. There we go.
There we go.
You don't want to know how much practice I had to do that in my practice runs before I started recording.
Well, you know, it's a nice thing about that is it doesn't need a lot of art assets, so it's just something that the, you know, a mini game that the programmers could have worked on while they were busy with other stuff.
Now, if I go down this way, this goes for the other half of the world and the mission, but I want to get Clank before I do any of that.
Of course.
And just showing off the map here. Besides, this is a game called Ratchet and Clank, so I think it's time we go get Clank back.
Yeah, you gotta get your double jump back. I mean, your friend back.
My double jump is my friend. But I will see you guys all next time when we go to Megalopolis. Thank you all, and